Welcome, everyone. Hope you're all having a great evening. Also, Clino, welcome in, and also sleep well, as I know you're dipping out. Hmm. So I have a couple of things that I'm going to be doing today. Welcome in, Spiredine. Hmm. Oh, do so love me some coffee. Remember, everybody, coffee is love. Coffee is life. So today, I have to clean that when I use it next. Today we have a couple of goals. Um, this bastard is going to get sanded, so it looks a little bit cleaner. And I'm also going to make some DIY flocking, or at least attempt to do so. So I have some stuff I can use. I think I might start with that. Actually, I'm going to start with petting my cat with my foot. That's what I'm going to start with. I come out. Okay. So here is that one is the one I need. Okay. This is why I like having fucking cheap ass deco art craft paints. So essentially, what I'm gonna do is this stuff here is all like shavings and grindings from where I work, because I work in a factory that deals with it's essentially laminated or like glued together paper. I build insulation for for electrical transformers. Um, so like, and this is like some of the shavings from the material that we use. But what I need, or rather, what I need to do is I need to make some flocking for the top of this tree, the, so that I can build up tree type deal. Um, what we're gonna do. Uh, you know what I'm gonna do? Hold up. Hold up. I will be right back. I need to grab something. Ah, you're in the way. I appreciate you. I love you. You're my putums, but you're in the way. Okay, you're on. One of the awesome things about being me is because of the fact that some of the people that I work with know that I fuck with like I have a CNC at home and stuff like that. I get fun little gifts at work, like you know, free chunks of plexiglass. So what I'm going to be doing with this nice big old chunk of plexiglass. This is what I'm going to essentially spread my blocking on so that it can dry. Because that's going to be part of the goal here is like essentially having this stuff dry out so that I can probably tomorrow scrape it up and be able to use it as flocking. Ah, come on. Buzz. All right. I only need really the bottom of this. Anything else is just in the way. There you go. I was gonna like set it in there so I could have it set up like that, but that won't work. I can make it work. All I'd need to do is like just tape it on there, but something to handle. Startup Camel, who's friends with Mark Hamill. Put you right there for now. Okay, so we're gonna need a bunch of this. Because one of the things that I've seen for doing flocking, like for making your own flocking, is using like pencil shavings. Um, so shavings like this and grindings like this should do or should act in a similar manner. I should not try and shake paint while I have a cup of coffee in my other hand. Generally a bad idea. Okay. Hopefully, this hasn't coagulated too much to be usable. Miss Meow. Miss Meow. Come back over to chill out a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to mix this all together. The goal here is we want basically just to change the color. We need more paint. I appreciate you, Cleano. You are awesome, and I hope you sleep well. And I will give the kitty lovin's for you. Ah. Oh, I always have flocking fun. Okay. I'm gonna go like that. We're gonna go like that. So the goal here is this all needs to get coated with green. And this is actually going to work out perfectly. Okay. Get paint on my hand. I don't need paint on my hand. I need paint on the fucking... What the deuce? I need something that is a pokey. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Okay. That should... Okay. There we go. Looks like... Not quite ready yet. Let's spread this a little bit. There we go. That should work well. Okay. So this is now going to come over, put over yonder, so it can dry safely. And now we're going to doing some sanding. Okay, here. 100, 80, you're 80, 80. Oh. Lame. Lame. Okay, looks like 80 is the coarsest I have at the moment. But I had 60 somewhere. Guess not. Okay, let's remove About that much. If I need more, I can always cut more. Okay, let's start sanding. Yay for sanding! Might actually have to use my God Hand sponge sandy bits. I don't want to use those. Those are my good ones. See, and this is why I like this stuff over green stuff. Is this is a lot nicer to sand. Green stuff does not like being sanded very much unless you mix it in a specific way. Do 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 do. I know it's so exciting watching me sand a tree. But I mean, if you're gonna go all out, you may as well actually go all out and, sell the effect. This is soft. Do. So how's everybody's day been? What's everybody working on? That. We are sanding today, or well, currently. Um, I have an experiment going for the foliage right here. Um, doesn't it's not as washed out as it looks like on camera, obviously, but yeah, basically, I'm just waiting for that shit to dry so that I can see how it turned out. And while that's doing its thing, I'm, doing some more work on this. Had a whole weekend to cure nice and hard. Whilst I played some video games. And sussed out what my schedule is going to be like going forward. Yeah. Really, it's only going to affect my weekend schedule. My, technically Wednesday, Thursday, Friday schedule. I consider it my Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday schedule, but that's just me. Um, is going to remain the same. It's just essentially the weekend streams are going to be divided up between 3 different games. Well, and the Destiny campaign that I have coming up. That's going to be a fucking blast. I'm super stoked to start that. Get this. But thank you, Armature. There we go. Just a little bit. So, when sanding like this, one should wear a respirator. So please don't do as I do. Do as I suggest. Easier on your lungs. Oh, nice. So when I say Destiny, I mean Mech Warrior Destiny, the BattleTech TTRPG. I should be clear about that. Also, hey there, Axon. How are you doing? That's what I'm looking for. And also, what world record is that? I am genuinely curious. I can feel that. I can feel that. Oh, nice. Um, by 30 degrees, do you mean in freedom units or in real people temperature? I know that one's going to make a few people salty. Because if that's in real people temperature, that's warm. That's like uncomfortable weather. Okay, so yeah, it's in the uncomfortable range. Yeah, I think it last I looked at my phone, it said it was 4 degrees. And that was about an hour ago? No, hour and a half ago. So it's probably like 3 at the moment. Yesterday, it was, I think, a high of 18. That is fair. But I mean, also, I keep getting told by people that I have a soothing voice that's easy to fall asleep to. So, there's that. You can always blame me. Hey there, Corpse. How are you doing? Well, I was expecting salt due to me referring to Fahrenheit as freedom units, and also as not as not real people temperatures. Um, like, okay, to be fair though, Kate, at your fucking latitude, that is not seasonal. Just like at my latitude, that is not seasonal. It should not be, like honestly, the whole it being 18 the other day, yeah, that threw me for a fucking loop. Yeah, yeah, that's where I'm at. It should be like a little bit below zero, and there should still be snow. And I'm that it should be a little bit before zero as the high, or a little bit below zero as the high. Like right now, it should be at least 10 below. That would be seasonal weather. But yeah, climate change isn't a thing. Not at all. It is a how does that conspiracy theory go? don't even fucking know. Something, something, the government's controlling the weather. Something, something, great replacement. Something, something. I don't know. I don't pay attention to the weird fucking conspiracy theories that people spout. These are gonna have to go in there. But yeah, the MechWarrior Destiny campaign is going to be rather fun. Especially because, like, two of the people that are playing are not in mechs. You know what? I think I want more of this. We're gonna. So, I wonder how the person who wants to drive around in the Swiftwind is going to, like, what their plan is. Because I'm all for people running around in tanks, but that thing has no weapons. It is literally nothing more than a recon vehicle. And yeah, this is the 100 grit. So, come on. See, I prefer my conspiracy theories to be related to video games. Like, it's my theory that the Helldivers are all clones in the Helldivers games. They're not, like, they're just clones that keep getting dropped and respawned as needed. I haven't looked at anything that the dude has said about it. This is just me coming up with my own conspiracy theory just to be like, because, like, also, the only time you ever see a Helldiver without a helmet on. Okay, but the only Helldiver you ever see without a helmet on, like, basically, until I see people walking around without helmets and everybody having different faces, even if they're like fucking procedurally, they're all procedurally generated. Because, like, gameplay wise, and I understand why they do it so that, you don't feel left out and shit like that. If you're left on the planet, when everybody else comes back, there is another one of you with your exact same name on the ship. like for the ship that whoever is playing. In your exact same armor, with your exact same loadout, all that. I'm sorry. Yeah, I get that they're, you know, you're frozen and launched into orbit, but that doesn't also mean that after your training that you don't end up getting cloned. It just means that you're launched into orbit. Or well, really, it shows the end of the training because I have the game. I've been playing it. Um, like it shows you getting put into your little pod and then sent into orbit, and then you get on your ship and then you start playing. But yeah, like there's only ever one Helldiver that we see without a helmet, and that's the like you know pseudo Aryan looking dude. And there are a grand total of four different voices: two male voices, two female voices. I'm sorry, but something tells me like the way the way I figure it is that whole like training fucking montage where they blow smoke up your ass. Yeah, you are a person who is, going through that training. And then you get frozen and your genetic fucking material is then scanned. And then after the first time you die or get left on a planet, you are then just a clone. Like you may not be a clone of like Mr. Aryan propaganda man's, but I think you are just a clone of that initial Helldiver that is in the intro. Also, the automaton threat is an inside job. Well, literally because of Joel, but like in world wise, like in setting wise, the automaton menace is an inside job. Super Earth created them and let them out to distract everybody from the whole Terminid situation. Way. And this is why I needed more of this. That's okay. When I stream playing in pugs for Helldivers, I think I'm gonna role play in the in-game voice as a conspiracy theorist. Whenever I'm fighting the Terminids, talk about how, they were all released from Super Earth government lab. Super Earth government fucked up. And then when fighting the automatons, talk about how, they were released on purpose to distract people from the Terminid threat. That should be fine. Because most of the stuff that's not standard is not going to be seen, thankfully. So what I need to do now. Okay. I need. Cat, I love you. You're my putums, but you are constantly in my way. Okay, so let's paint a tree. Let us grab the raw umber. Push that off to the side. There. Hey, look! Actual painting on a painting stream. Fucking dum-dum. Use it, not wipe it off and throw it back. I mean, there is a redeem for that. Okay. So now the decision. Do I want... You know what? We are going to thin that down with a little bit of the Daler-Rowney Sepia rather than the transparent raw umber that I have. And I keep forgetting that I need to go out and pick up some more titanium white ink. That down. Grab this. I can, but I would like to try and support some of the local smaller shops that I have. Because I do have a shop that I go to for more of my artistic, like artist grade paints and shit like that. It's just a matter of like getting there. Oh, I have like so where I am, there is a Games Workshop store. There are two friendly local game stores. There is a Michaels, which is a chain art supply store. And the one that I normally go to is it's a smaller like family run art store that has like heavy body acrylic stuff like that. Like they don't serve miniature paints specifically because I generally don't use miniature paints for the most part. I think there's a grand total of like 10 that I use. You know what? I want a bigger brush than that. I don't think a one is big enough. Three? Right there. I'm gonna use a three. And unfortunately, the one FLGS that's closest to me has struck out yet again. As I was in there looking for flocking and basing stuff, and their selection is fucking pitiful. So like if I want to like buy local and get any like miniature stuff specifically that I want, I have to go across town. I just have to remember to like get off my ass this upcoming weekend. Like not this weekend, but sorry, next weekend. Um as that will be a pay weekend. Plus I think that's after my like the weekend after my Twitch payout too. Um and I just need to like get my ass over to the art store so that I can pick up the inks that I'm looking for. And also if your uh town city does, you know, the Bernsey, welcome in. How you doing? Raiders, how's things? How's stream? What all did you get up to? What were you working on? Ahoy, hoy, Valerie. How are you doing? Nice. I am doing well. I am currently painting up the tactical tree that is going on the base for the mech that I was painting last week. I did some sanding on it earlier today. Yeah, I can feel that. And I also made some flocking to go on top of this too. Like to go on this too. I'm just kind of waiting for it to dry before I can do anything with it. Well, it's more of an experiment to see if it'll work. And if it works, I made enough that it can go on top of this. I'll put another layer of brown on here. Yeah, I've been playing too much Helldivers because I see still on the bug grind, and I'm thinking, oh, so are there more Terminid missions now? How about a nice cup of liberty? My favorite line, like one liner from that game. Every time I hear it while I'm in the middle of a mission, I giggle just a little bit. Oh, nice. That's awesome. I am currently in the process of working on miniatures for the custom Battletech clan that I've got going on. It's kind of what this is going to be used for. I also, oh, that reminds me, I need to put a one of my dropper bottles into my bag for work tomorrow so that I can jack some glue. Because why the fuck would I go out and buy PVA glue when I can just swipe some from work? Because we use industrial strength fucking PVA glue, and it's still just PVA glue. And what's even better is the like big fucking jug of glue for the PVA glue that we get lives in my work area. Mainly because like my work area uses it more than any other cell in the plant. Damn it. If I would have thought, I would have attempted to like carve in. No, no, that would have been bad. Oh, wait a second. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I mean, Do I want to attempt it? I should have done it while it was still, like, malleable. I'm not gonna try it. That would be a pain, and I would end up getting really frustrated. Okay, let's see how the flocking is doing. Okay. Are you dry yet? Another benefit to working where I work, all the free plexiglass I can take basically. Well, when they screw up when they're doing stuff with plexi. No, not quite dry yet. That's okay. Getting there. Let's leave that on there. So that looks to be a successful experiment. Which means that will be nice, especially in the future when I need to make trees and shit like that. Are mostly dry. So, what we're then going to do is we're going to take a little bit of my titanium white paint. Pardon me. Also, if I'm super sneaky about it, I can also grab Loctite from work too. That one used to be easier for me to snag, but I don't work in the area where that's kept at the moment, so I have to actually be somewhat sneaky. Okay, so we're going to desaturate some of this here brown. I don't want it that desaturated. You know what, we're going to put... Wait, auto listener? What is this basically like AI generated closed captions? Ah. Oh, for like the VODs? Yeah, see, so what I've done to get around that is I'm just using the Twitch VOD track. option in OBS, and I have a an add-on for OBS that basically splits all of my audio sources, and I can add them individually. So that way, I don't have to worry about that shit. It just means that anybody going to watch my VODs after the fact doesn't get to hear the music. Is it because of your computer? Like like when I say because of your computer, I mean like is it like you're just like your computer is older and not strong enough to do it? Because like essentially all it is like so like I don't know what you've tried, but there is a way to do it because like honestly, what I'm very long time no talk, Zafir. How are you doing? But yeah, like basically there's one add-on that I use in OBS that essentially all it like the only thing that it does is it just makes it so that every individual audio source can be added on its own. Like it disables the desktop audio, or well, you have to disable the desktop audio, but yeah, it basically just adds everything. And then that way, the only pain in the ass with that is also actually jumping between two different topics. I'm very sorry to hear that. Mm, We're gonna use this one. Like or sorry, not add-on, extension. The extension is like Win Audio something or other. Ooh, ouch. I am very sorry to hear that. Yeah, I get that. But yeah, like basically all it does, like the only thing that it does is it just makes it so that you can have them all in separate sources. I don't even think it actually uses any more resources than OBS itself does. But yeah, so currently I am, for those of you who are, yeah, so like that's the thing is this, like, now are you using OBS or are you using Streamlabs? Is my next question. Because I don't, the method that I'm thinking, I don't know if it would work with Streamlabs. Okay, you use OBS. Give me a half second, and after I try and force this to have a little bit of a lighter veneer to it. Okay, so I am going to go and see if I can get you the name of the extension I'm using. Two jiggles of Jackrabbit's ass. You know what? We'll turn the mic over that way so you can hear me a little bit better. Tools. Oh no, it would be in settings. Sure. Oh, actually. Ah, there we go. Copy and paste. Bang. So with that, so with that extension there, what it does, like, and it'll tell you to essentially remove all of, like, uncheck having it so that it just you use the desktop audio. Um, but what that'll do is that'll make it so that each audio thing that you have set up, you'll have to set them up individually. But it lets you then, like, because I have it set up so that Spotify specifically doesn't play on channel 2, which is my VOD track. And it's also the track that goes out to YouTube for my YouTube stream. So like anybody watching the VOD or anybody watching on YouTube will see the song that's playing, but they won't be able to hear it. I am running Windows 10. But I'm also not sure if the Windows version will matter too much with that extension, because considering it just basically um, that, as far as I know, only really worries about OBS. That. I know my Windows 10 is up to date, and I know I can't get Windows 11 because of my system isn't good enough, apparently. Um, but yeah, I am running Windows 10 and it works perfectly fine for me. Need I almost sat on a testicle. That would have sucked. Okay. So now what we're gonna do, now that we have like a base color on the tree, we're going to uncoil that much. Get back where you belong. Okay. But yeah, like that's the extension that I've seen suggested from every person in the know when it comes to playing music while you're streaming. Um, like I said, the only pain in the ass, and really it's only really a pain in the ass if you stream stuff other than like if you stream video games. And like to change up your video games because you have to add the audio for everything you want to stream separately. Which can be a pain, but I mean, I would rather have to set things up separately than, you know, have to like either A, have my VOD muted, or B, potentially get a fucking copyright strike, or any number of things. Or have to scour through my VODs to like get rid of the muted tracks. Tedious. What annoys me is, or rather, used to annoy me, was the fact that like one day, yeah, but I mean, it's just you have to go through the like process of appealing and just tedious. I don't want to have to deal with people if I don't need to. Um, where? Oh, where? Oh, damn. Is that over there? Probably over there. See it from here. Damn it. Mm. Oh, I've had it happen. Like I've had it like one week, a song will be perfectly fine, and then the next week it'll get muted. And it's like it's music that I have permission to play from the artist specifically. Ooh, yes, I am always down to see what people have painted. Yeah, yeah. Thank you very much for asking. Let us take a look. Everybody boop the link. Ooh. Those are some sexy crons. Those are some sexy, sexy crons. Let's snip that. So basically, what I'm doing right now is I'm making a. No doubt, a little change to something like lighting can lead to a huge difference in like quality of photos. Okay, that fucking stay. Yep, no worries. Do what you got to do, monsieur. Ooh, let's take a look. Oh, very nice. One thing I would suggest now, okay, so I'm gonna say this, but also I'm gonna preface this by saying I am not like super pro myself. However, as a suggestion, you can take it or you can tell me to fuck off if you want. Um, to step your photo game up just a little bit more, find a just a straight black background that you can put behind what you're taking pictures of. Like I have a sketchbook that I bought from a local dollar store that I put down and take pictures on top of. It helps quite a bit. Yeah, black cloth would work perfectly. Did that fall all the way to the floor? It did. It did. It did. Get over here, fishing line. Ooh, nice. Right now I am working on a tree that I sculpted using some of the Tamiya two-part epoxy that I have, and I am currently making a framework for the flocking to live on for the top part of the canopy of the tree. The flocking that I also made earlier on stream tonight. Just gonna throw that out there because I'm proud of myself. But yeah, rather than, sculpting out tiny little fucking branches, this is just the easier way to do this. And who knows? Maybe somebody will come along in the future and be like, hey, this is a really good idea. I'm going to use this. And they'll learn from my example. I don't know why anybody would want to learn from my example, but, somebody might. Now, keep in mind the easiest way to do this would be just to go out and buy some HO scale trees. So this tree is going to be going on a base with this here guy. I still have to do the weathering wash on him, but yeah, so he's going to be kind of hiding behind this tree a little bit. Did you hit the floor again? You hit the floor again. Damn it. Damn you! Where? Oh, damn it. I need my phone. Well, well, it sounds to me like it is time to slay the gray. Ah, there you are. Why mispress? I have a putums at my feet, and she is super cute. Damn it. That's fair. I should probably consider doing that with my 40K stuff, but I can't bring myself to part with it. Like, I put so much work into all of the pieces. I'm like, I don't want to sell it. My work. I think it looks awesome. I don't want to get rid of it. Okay. Now, flip you. Ah, grab you again. You can go over there because I can use you for other stuff. So yeah, that's gonna be like that, and then the goal is he's gonna be kind of peeking through one of the like gaps in the canopy, kind of something like that. but imagine there's like flocking on the top of the tree. Know what I mean? Now, I need to do some other stuff because this is the front of the base. That this motherfucker is going to be on. Yeah. All right. That's where it is. Okay. Closed. Get moved. Get moved. And hit the quick set on that. Fully set. Damn it, now I can't find what I'm looking for. Oh, you're the Poopy. I can't find PVA glue. This is no bueno. This is indeed no bueno. Yeah, that puts a kibosh on what I'm doing right now. I mean, I could. No, no, no. Not gonna do fucking CA glue. That would be a bad idea. And I do need to put this on there. This I will use CA glue on though. Because yeah, like part of what I'm doing right here is I'm extending the base out a little bit to the size of the new model bases. Because this guy is an old mini. Ah, ah, stop sticking to me. There we go. Should be fine. Hmm. I don't have any up there. Oh, hold on. Aha, I found it. Maybe. I don't know if there's any left in here. Nope. Lame. Turbo lame. Who you? You're. Mm-hmm. Oh. Well, that's no good. Okay. That's got to get thrown out. Good to know. Poopy toots. Never find the thing I want. Rabble, 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 rabble. Rabble, rabble, rabble. Rabble, rabble. Rabble. Okay. So that means I need to actually put this part of the project on hold for a moment. Take you back to there. As I need glue before I can continue. Because I have to glue this on the front and like kind of build up the front of that a little bit so that I have a place for the tree. Okay, there we go. Canopy. Let us now, like right meow, diddy meow. Fuck around with this. Yeah, you're still wet. You are still damp. But that is okay. I didn't expect you to be dry in an hour or two. Mixing you up, making sure you move about. Y'all get a chance to dry. There we go. This vowel movement is some homemade foliage for the tree that I'm building. It's essentially well, it's shavings from the material I work with at work, which is kind of like a papery type material, used in electrical transformers, and some deco art acrylic paint, just kind of mixed together. Currently, I'm just kind of waiting for it to dry, just moving it about to make sure there's airflow and whatnot. But yeah, rather than walking halfway across town to go buy some like ready-made flocking, I figured, you know what? To hell with it. I'm gonna be lazy and make my own. Even though technically that's not being lazy. I don't know. I guess actually I could consider it being slightly lazy, considering the fact that that took a lot less effort than walking across town. So, you know, six of one, half dozen of the other. So I've actually done most of the stuff that I wanted to do on stream tonight. I'm kind of at a couple of impasses because before I can continue on this, I need to wait for that shit to dry up. And before I can do too much more on the Mac, I need some PVA glue so that I can work on the base a bit. Ah, god damn it. Why you have to go fucking with things? You fucking so and so. Let's big blob of that. And then make sure that just fucking gets coated. There we go. Also, for anybody new here, as I do see that there are a couple of first-time chatters. I am Magical Hack. I talk shit. I paint minis. I sometimes make paint. I also occasionally poorly play video games. Thank you very much for that follow, vowel movement. Anything that you guys want to know about crafting or miniature or hobby related stuff, I will do my best to answer. I That's fair. That is entirely fair. Oh, okay, so Wapelius raided Burnsy, and then you came in with the Burnsy raid. Gotcha, gotcha. Because yeah, Senior Wapelius did not raid into me tonight. Although he is an awesome individual, and I do thoroughly enjoy when he comes to hang out in the channel. He is actually my go-to for when I am fucking around with oil paints, because he is the master of oils. Okay, so what I do with shit like that. Oh, I know. I know. The dude is so fucking talented, it's not even funny. Um, but yeah. So Zafir, what I normally do when I have to batch paint like that, because like that's how I did most of my Chaos Space Marine army, is fucking batch painting 10 plus minis at a time. Is I break it down into small chunks. So if I'm doing 40 of whatever it is, I'm gonna drop it down into tens. Actually, with my current setup, I generally drop it down into I would drop it down into fives. Um, and then especially for something of that amount, what I usually do is I will set myself a reward for once I have completed X amount of miniatures. But yeah, like honestly, for the most part, it's fucking grin and bear it type work when it's that much batch painting. But yeah, I guess my best advice for that is to break your batches down into smaller amounts, like 5 to 10. Because then you're gonna feel more of the progress. Because that's actually kind of one of the downsides to batch painting. When you're painting, 10 things at the same time, it doesn't feel as though you've gotten as much work done as you probably have. Because like you're not seeing the same progression that like you would by doing a single miniature in that amount of time. You're seeing, progress on like 5 miniatures or 10 miniatures. So like it can be difficult, but honestly in my opinion batch painting is one of the most rewarding ways to do an army. because, you know, while like halfway through you don't, like I said, you don't see as much progress. Once you get those like final brushstrokes down on that batch of minis, yeah, I would do 5 to 10 models to full completion, move on to the next 5 to 10. Because that way, again, you're gonna see progress as you go. Like, you know, you get say 10 models done, you're gonna see that like you're gonna have a quarter of your army or a quarter of that batch finished right there, boom, that you can look at and say, you know what? These are gonna look like that, and they're gonna look fucking awesome when I'm done. Just like those do. As of late with myself, though, I tend to push myself to get batches completed because generally, if I'm batch painting, I'm doing a commission. Most of the other stuff that I paint, it's I'm doing it for me. Ooh, speaking of painting, I need you. Fortunately, need to go into a cup, and you are going to need to take a bath in IPA because the concept was there, but I'm not feeling the execution. There it is. I need to get more alcohol soon. I am running low. Okay. There's that. You can live somewhere. Um, look right there. Where, oh, where? I have a toothbrush over here that I used the last time I was fucking stripping minis. I don't know where it is. Where you go, toothbrush? Where you go? I hate when I can't find the thing that I'm looking for, especially when I'm like on during stream and I can't find the thing that I'm looking for. Hmm. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna leave you in there for a little bit. You're gonna chill out for like a day. Won't put anything in. We're gonna put that over top of that so that it doesn't, so nothing evaporates. Alrighty, so I think what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna call it a little bit early for tonight. As I've got most of my my goals situated. Pardon me, for the evening. So, you know, I'm cool. But yeah, so tomorrow night we're definitely gonna be back. We're gonna be doing more painting, and we are going to be stitch weight in the tree, get that dealt with. We're going to do some more work on the base. I should have PVA glue tomorrow night, which means that I will be able to actually complete the base. And if I forget again, I'll just figure something else out. But first, what we're going to do right now come over here to the couch. And we're going to get all nice and cuddly. We're going to get all nice and cozy. And we're going to see who is thing. And while we are, we're going to turf the music there. And we're going to minimize that. We're going to take a look and, like I said, see who is doing the thing. Get rid of that. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to go over to here. Okay, so we got some people playing Helldivers. We're not going to go into them. You know what? Kate Creates was hanging out in the channel. We're going to go say hi to her. She is working on a base at the moment. So let's all go say hi, hang out a little bit, see if you happen to like what Kate's got going on. If you do, don't hesitate to drop a follow. Follows are free. They help out. She'd appreciate it. I'd appreciate it. It's a win-win situation. Once again, I will be back tomorrow night with some more painting, working on the quick draw mech that I'm working on right now. And I hope to see each and every one of you back. Now, as always, whether you've been chatting, whether you've been lurking, whether it's your first time in or you are a regular around these parts, I appreciate each and every one. Hope you all have a great day ahead. Cheers.